Olá pessoal, welcome back to Playing Portuguese, where you learn how to speak like a Brazilian. If you're not to our channel, subscribe and catch up on the lessons you have missed. You won't regret. In this series, you're learning the sounds of Brazil, the sounds of our language, and today you'll see how the letter D or D is pronounced. Grab your notebook and join me. The letter D has some peculiarities in Brazilian Portuguese. It may be pronounced as the as in they, and also j as in jeans. For example, whenever it comes before the vowels A, O, U, pronounce it as the as in they. Da, repeat after me. Da, do, do. Da, do, do. Well, no big secrets. When the letter D comes before the letter E, things may change depending on where the D sequence is in a word and also on the speaker's dialect. It can be D, G, or D. Yes? If the D sequence is at the end of a word and has no written marks, it can be pronounced as D, G, or D. Other than this, pronounce it as D with a hard D. D. Well, again, if the D sequence is at the end of a word and has no written marks on it, it may be pronounced as D, G, or D. Yeah? When I speak more slowly, I tend to pronounce it as D. A bit faster, G. Choose whichever option seems more convenient to you, but bear in mind that you will hear people here in Brazil saying D, G, and D when the D sequence is at the end of a word and has no written marks on it. Well, now, this sequence, DI, may be pronounced as G or D, regardless of its position in a word, depending only on the speaker's dialect. I make it G, as in jeans, but you will hear some Brazilians making it D. Yes? Well, therefore we have da, de, which if it's at the end of a word and has no written marks may also be pronounced as D, G, D. Then we have G or D, depending on the speaker's accent, dialect. Do, do. So again, da, de, which can be G or D. G, D, depending on the speaker's dialect. Do, do. Well, let's see our story before our practice. Pay special attention to the D sounds. By the way, today our special guest is from the north of Brazil. From a place called Santarém, in Pará. Enjoy! Boa tarde, sejam bem-vindos.
Obrigada. Com licença, você poderia nos trazer o cardápio?
Claro, desculpe. Aqui está.
Obrigada.
Querem fazer o pedido?
Queremos 2 saladas de palmito, um espaguete com almôndegas para ele e uma lasanha verde para mim.
Alguma bebida?
2 sucos de laranja, por favor.
Mais alguma coisa? Sobremesa?
Ainda não decidimos. Por enquanto é só isso. Obrigada.
Okay. Well, let's see what we can learn from our story. In today's lesson, I'll focus on the accent I'm more accustomed to using, but I will present you the other possibilities as well, so feel free to choose whichever you feel more comfortable using. Well, Have you noticed the D sounds in our story? At the very beginning, the waitress welcomed the diners by saying, Boa tarde, sejam bem-vindos. Tarde can also be pronounced as tarde, tarde, yeah, or tarde, because of the position of the D sequence in the word and the absence of written marks above it. Boa tarde. Boa tarde. Well, then the client thanked the waitress, obrigada, obrigada, and asked for the menu. Com licença, você poderia nos trazer o cardápio? Poderia. I can't make it de because of its position, because of the position of the D sequence in this word. Yes, it must be de with a hard D sound. De. Poderia. Poderia. And the waitress replied, Claro, desculpe. Aqui está. I won't make any comments here. You'll see something very interesting in the tip of the day regarding words starting with DES. Well, then the waitress asked if they were ready to order. Querem fazer o pedido? Pedido, as in jeans, pedido. You may also hear people saying pedido. Yes? Pedido, pedido. Queremos 2 saladas de palmito. It can be de, or D. 2 saladas de palmito. Espaguete com almôndegas para ele. Almôndegas. There is my only option here. Almôndegas. E uma lasanha verde para mim. Então, verde, verde or verde. Alguma bebida? Bebida with a hard D sound, bebida. 2 sucos de laranja, por favor. 2, a hard D sound. And then, D, or D. Yeah, up to you. 2 sucos de laranja, por favor. Anything else? Desserts? Mais alguma coisa? Sobremesa? To which the client replied, ainda não decidimos. Decidimos, as in jeans. Decidimos. Or decidimos. Oh, but by the way, I cannot make decidimos as decidimos. How about watching your story again and then the tip of the day? Boa tarde, sejam bem-vindos.
Obrigada. Com licença, você poderia nos trazer o cardápio?
Claro, desculpe. Aqui está.
Obrigada.
Querem fazer o pedido?
Queremos 2 saladas de palmito, um espaguete com almôndegas para ele e uma lasanha verde para mim.
Alguma bebida?
2 sucos de laranja, por favor.
Mais alguma coisa? Sobremesa?
Ainda não decidimos. Por enquanto é só isso. Obrigada.
Ok. You have just learned that the sequence DE may be pronounced as D, G, or D before a final unstressed E, as in verde, verde, or verde. There is another context in which speakers may also make a G or D sound. Words starting with the prefix des. The prefix des means a contrary action. For example, culpar. Culpar means to blame. Desculpar means to forgive, apologize. So, here we have the prefix des, which can be pronounced as des, gis, or dis. When I speak a little faster, I make it gis. More slowly, dis. So, for example, I could say desculpe, desculpe. Yes? Let's see some other words starting with the prefix des. Fazer, desfazer, or desfazer. Bloquear, desbloquear, desbloquear. Confiar, desconfiar, desconfiar. Leal, desleal, desleal. Organizado, desorganizado, desorganizado. Only to name a few examples. Gostaram da aula de hoje? Gostaram da aula de hoje? Then share it with others and don't forget to leave me comments and questions below. You know how much I love to read and answer them. See you next time. Até a próxima. Oh, thank you for watching another lesson. Tchau!